EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now their versatile running back. Here's Austin Eckler. He's still on his feet. Inside the 20. Austin Eckler. Touchdown, LA! Austin Eckler with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They run with the second-year man, Isaiah Pacheco. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Chargers very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 22. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field with his traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. The Chiefs at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Yellow, yellow. 15, yellow. Come on, baby.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
To about the 26 here. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Yellow. Hey, rip left. Yellow. Yellow. 15, 15. Hey, 57, 57.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. Running left to give to Pacheco. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run here with Pacheco. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Yellow.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. This is caught. Touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And this one is incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here's second and 10. Here's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33. The Chargers' passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Running on first down, Eckler. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Herbert operating from the red zone. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
That's especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
On second down, here's Herbert. And his throw is incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talked about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
Easy. Yellow. 15. Hey, Sunday.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
The throw for Tony is intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 25 yards that time.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler.
His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
And they'll accept that penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Attack, attack! Hey, 57 color, 57 color.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
15.
Now here's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Noah Gray, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
Michael Davis on the coverage.
Yellow.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this...
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for them.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief in, hey, we're going to get it done.
When a linebacker diagnoses a screen, who wins? The quarterback getting a throw over to the back in time, or the linebacker running in to knock it away? With the athleticism of modern linebackers, they win the race more often than not.
Yellow.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
And the drive starts with a completion left side. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
2nd and a couple.
Baylor Tiger.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
109 yards on the ground for Eckler here. That's a 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
Meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
On 2nd down, Eckler.
Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
That good for 19 and a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. A give, Eckler running to the right. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On first down, Justin Herbert. He gets this out to Spiller. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. On second down, Spiller looking for space. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They're going to go toss right side with Eckler.
136 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Able to power through. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray, and he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick six against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick six of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? One defense gets the pick six, the other comes back and matches it. These are two defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Color. 57.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Mahomes now to throw. Looking downfield for Kelsey. That is incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. And the rookie Darius Davis deep for the Chargers.
And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Charger drive about to get going. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
Hey, 57, 57. Easy. 15. Yellow.
Now Mahomes. That's into the hands of Fortson. Down the left sideline. And finally down at the 9-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Pacheco gets it, tries the left side. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
They'll roll him out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
43. Come back.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, again, plenty of time to sit in the pocket and deliver the football. While the offensive linemen, they may be nameless and faceless to a lot of people, they certainly aren't to their teammates who are the skill position guys. They appreciate the heck out of them, and they're capitalizing.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 37-yard line.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and a yard. Up the middle with Eckler. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And quickly, they get to the line. Herbert
Wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete.
Well, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 14.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs. At the 14-yard line.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Third quarter action from Kansas City. 2nd down and 10.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Hey, 57, color, 57.
Mahomes going to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
So give him 3 on that drive. Normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, Does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Herbert off of play action.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Herbert.
There he goes again. He's going to have the first down and then some.
Touchdown,
Austin Eckler.
60 yards.
And the Chargers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On first down, Mahomes looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. first and 10.
Yellow, yellow.
They'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Yellow.
Now is second and 10.
And again, it's Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Chargers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
Wow, 185 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
3 yards to go.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for it with Spiller.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And taken right at the 35. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
Yellow, yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
3rd down and 10.
Yellow.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, 43, 43, 15, 15, 15. Yellow. Hey, rip list.
Back to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, A loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
A handoff now for Pacheco.
He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And this brings up a 3rd and goal.
And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks. And you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
Now here's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey with career touchdown number 75.
And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
Now a toss, running left, Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Herbert. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Chargers.
Darius Davis
From 6 yards away.
And the Chargers are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Yellow. Hero 15.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Another catch for Valdez-Scantling.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Mahomes now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's James. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Yellow, yellow. Hey, yellow, hey, go.
Now Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Yellow. Hey, 43. Easy. 15.
Mahomes will try again on second down. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, 27 yards.
And the Chiefs get a bit closer.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try.
Yellow. Attack.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get in for the 2 points as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick.
And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Herbert now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And that's always a risk on those longer kicks. You have to drive it low to get it there. That opened the door for a better chance for the defense to get a hand on it, and that's just what we saw there.
And even if the odds increase a little bit because it's a longer field goal attempt, it's still difficult to get hands on the football and create a block. Big-time excitement for that unit, getting through and knocking that one away.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
The clock stopped. 50 seconds to play. 2nd and 10.
Come back. 15, 15. Attack, attack. Yellow, yellow. Attack.
Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
Yellow.
Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Hey, 57, 15. Hey, Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday. Finish the game.
Mahomes. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this is going to be taken in by the Chargers, and it appears they're going to win this football game. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
A 20-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
And they'll indeed take a knee. But taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big fourth-quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it, in the fourth quarter? They had to just hold on, as you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.